Good morning. I'm Hassan Giordano, and this is your DMV Daily Dose for Thursday, January 9th, 2020.
It's currently clear and 25 degrees in Baltimore. Expect mostly cloudy skies starting early in the morning at 11 a.m. Temperatures are heading up from 24 degrees to 33 this afternoon.
The Baltimore Brew is reporting on a fired city risk manager who gave his bestie inside information on contract information, including discount Raven tickets, terms of endearment, and the sharing of confidential bid documents with a vendor, which are among the details in a report by the Inspector General, confirming the Brew's previous disclosure that the top official at Baltimore's Office of Risk Management was dismissed. Sources with knowledge of the matter verified that former risk management chief Douglas Kerr, identified earlier by Baltimore Brew reporting, is employee number one in the IG's report, one of two employees that the IG determined committed multiple ethics violations. Kerr left his $122,000 a year job last November. Neither he nor his deputy, Lakeisha Moore, identified by a source as employee number two, are now working for the city, online records show. Quote, for years they were running it their way and looking out for their friends, a source told the Brew. Kerr, a longtime city bureaucrat, and Moore were basically perverting Baltimore's procurement process to benefit a bidder, the IG's investigative report showed. Kerr and Moore had a close relationship with an employee at York Risk Services Group, the city's longtime third-party provider of workers' compensation services, sources say. Quote, they sent a draft RFP, request for proposals, to York Risk and said that this is what they'll be looking for, the source told the Bureau. According to the IG report, the deputy forwarded emails to the vendor outlining confidential city agency concerns about the contract, including one with a discussion about the release date of the RFP and how to handle concerns raised by an internal city agency. And according to a Maryland Matters article, ethics talks are heating up in Annapolis as legislative leaders sent mixed signals Wednesday on whether to probe Governor Larry Hogan's relationship with his development firm, with one chamber expressing an interest in learning more about the governor's dealings and the other taking a more wait-and-see approach. During a question and answer with talk show host in Annapolis, House Speaker Adrienne Jones, Democrat from Baltimore County, said that she was aware of recent media reports that have raised questions about the governor's real estate firm, a company that bears his name. Now, the report in a Washington Monthly suggested that the Maryland Department of Transportation has knowingly spent tax dollars on projects near Hogan Company properties. I'm aware of the article as it relates to the transportation, Jones said during the annual Annapolis Summit show. We do have a committee that will be looking at that and may have a briefing as it relates to that and how it will pertain to what, as a legislature, we could do, she added. Now, I'm most certain that they will have that briefing. However, hours later, as news organizations began reporting on Jones's comment, the Speaker's Chief of Staff, Alexandra Hughes, released a clarifying statement intended to suggest that the legislature's review of Maryland's transportation spending will be forward-looking and not looking back at past spending. And of course, yesterday was the first day of the 90-day legislative session in Annapolis, as Adrienne Jones officially banged the gavel to reconvene the members of the House of Delegates as the state's first African-American and first female Speaker of the House, while right across the hall, the nation's youngest Senate president, that 35-year-old state senator from Baltimore City, Bill Ferguson, welcomed his chamber back as Maryland's new Senate leader. And yesterday also marked a deadline, as elected officials and candidates from across the state were trying to raise as much cash as possible before the midnight deadline that will show voters and media outlets like DMV Daily alike a first glimpse into how much they have starting off the new year. And with a contentious Baltimore City election 4 months away, it will show who is a serious contender and who isn't as it relates to candidates running for mayor, city council president, comptroller, and all 14 districts of the city council in the April 28th primary election. Now, state legislators, including the governor, lieutenant governor, comptroller, and attorney general, are barred from raising money during this 90-day legislative session, unless they have a federal account and are running for Congress, such as Delegates Terry Hill, Talmadge Branch, and Jay Jalisi, who are all seeking the vacant 7th District seat, or if you're running for mayor in the city of Baltimore, such as Senator Mary Washington. But if you receive the level of annoying last-minute fundraising emails as I did, you are grateful that this is over. Now, we will report on the level of fundraising from each of the candidates in the coming days, as each candidate has until next Wednesday to officially file their campaign finance reports online or risk being fined daily thereafter. Now, the Baltimore Sun's Jeff Barker is reporting on the things you need to know about the upcoming February 4th special election to fill a vacant congressional seat following the death of 7th District Congressman Elijah Cummings. This includes the debate that everybody is waiting to see. That's right, the Value My Vote 2020 MLK Day debate was in his article, and that will be between the top 7 candidates for the seat on Monday, January 20th from 5:30 to 8 p.m. at Soul Baptist Church, located at 2901 Druid Park Drive, which will be hosted by WORB 1010 a.m. morning show host Larry Young. Find out more about it or secure your ticket today by going over to the Facebook page of Value My Vote 2020. And I'm going to tell you, there's only about 11 tickets left. We opened it up to 200, and almost 180 were gone within the first 24 hours. And I'm your man, Mr. Politics, and this has been your DMV Daily Dose for Thursday, January 9th, 2020. For more information on articles that I've mentioned, just go on over to our website at www.dmvdaily.news.